Hello students, let's solve the remaining problems. Find the cost of an article which is sold at a profit of 8% for rupees 2160. Okay. Find the cost of an article. So cost is asked. Let the cost be 100. If the cost is 100, that means profit is 8%. If the profit is 8%, that means 8 rupees. That means selling price will be 108. And selling price is given as 2160. So how much is the cost? Okay. So cross multiplication. 100 into 2160 divided by 108. How much do you get? It comes to rupees 2000. So rupees 2000 is the answer. So therefore the cost of an article is rupees 2000. Next, find the value of a house in the percentage of which the broker was paid 20% commission, which amounted to rupees 1250. Okay, what is the value of the house? And commission paid was 20%. So let the value of the house be X. If the value of the house is X, commission is 20% of X. 20% of X. Correct? Okay. That means commission is 0.2x. Correct? And commission is given as 1250. That means 1250 is equal to 0.2x. 1250 is equal to 0.2x. So x is equal to 1250 divided by 0.2. Calculate this. One two five zero divided by 0.2. It comes to 6250. So answer is 6250. Let's see the next problem. A radio is sold for 20% loss. If it was sold for 600 more, he would have gained 20%. Find the cost of the radio. Okay, cost of the radio is asked and it is sold at a loss of 20%. That means if the cost of the radio is X or 100, that means you are selling it for 80 rupees. Correct? So I'll say let the cost of the radio be X. Let the cost of the radio be X. If cost is X, it is sold at 20% loss. So if it is sold for 20% loss, that means the selling price is equal to 0.8x. Correct? If the value of the radio is 100, loss is 20, selling price becomes 80. So 80% of X. It is sold for 80% of X. And I am considering X as the cost. That means it is sold for 80% of X. So selling price is 80% of X. 80% can be written as 0.8. Correct? So 0.8x. Okay. So selling price is 0.8x. Now, if it was sold for 600 more, he would have gained 20%. Okay. So if you increase the amount, you add 600 to 0.8x, then you would have gained 20%. That means instead of for 100 plus 20, there would be a profit of 20. That means the selling price would have been 120. So here I am considering cost price as x plus 20%. This is 100%, right? 100% plus 20%, so 120% of x. Selling price would have been 120% of x, correct? 20% profit means. So I'll just add one sentence. If I'll rub this, we don't need this. Okay. If it was sold for rupees 600 more, the profit would have been 20% of x. Okay, so therefore in that case, so okay, so from this we know that if 0, that means 0.8x plus 600 is equal to 20% of 120% of x, so 1.2x. So this is the equation. Therefore selling price would have been 120% of x, which is equal to 1.2x. Okay, so now we get this equation. 0.8x plus 600 is equal to 1.2x. Now solve this. I will take 0.8x to the other side. So plus becomes minus. So 1.2 minus 0.8 is 0.4. So x is equal to 600 divided by 0.4. So this comes to rupees 1500. Okay. So what is asked? Find the cost of the radio. And the value of x is rupees 1500 and x is the cost of the radio, right? So therefore the cost of the radio is rupees 1500. Let's see the next problem. A person gave 40% of his wealth to his youngest daughter and divided the remaining wealth equally. Okay. So equally among other 4 children. If each of them got rupees 83,400, find the youngest daughter's share. Okay. So person have given 40% to youngest daughter and remaining 60%, okay, he has shared it with 4 children. Okay, equally shared it with 4 children equally. That means 15% each. When you do 60 divided by 4, it comes to 15, no? So 15% each, and that 15% is 83,400. If each of them got rupees 83,400, find the youngest daughter's share. So if 15% is 83,400, then how much is 40%? So 83,400 divided by 15 multiplied by 40. So 83,400 multiplied by 40 divided by 15. 83,400 divide by 15 multiplied by 40. It comes to 2,22,400. That means youngest daughter's share is 2,22,400. Okay. But how you will write in the exam? This is not the way to write in the exam. So okay. How you will write it? Let the wealth be X. Youngest daughter's share is 40% of X. Therefore, remaining wealth is 60% of X. Remaining wealth is divided equally among 4 children. So each one each got 60 divided by 4, which is 15% of X. And 15% of X, if 16% of X is equal to rupees 83,400, 40% of X is equal to how much? Okay. So 83,400 into 40, you can write 40 divided by 15. Or you can also write in, okay, you write like this only, that's not a problem. Which comes to 22,400. Therefore, youngest daughter's share is rupees 2,22,400. Okay. Let's see the next problem. A machine listed at rupees 625 was sold at 20% discount. Find out the sale price. Okay. List price is 625 less discount is 20%. So 20% of 625. 625 into 20%. It comes to 125. So discount is 125. 625 minus 125, 500. This is the sale price. Next, a man gave 3/8 of his property to one son and 30% to another. He then distributed the remaining property among 3 charities in the proportion of 2:5:7. if the difference of his son's share was rupees 4,200, what was the value of his property and how much did each charity receive? Okay. Now, a man gave 3/8 of his property to one son and 30% to another. Okay. So, man has shared 3/8 of his property to one son, okay, and 30% to another. Then he distributed the remaining properties. Okay, let's see how much is the remaining property. Convert this 3/8 into percentage. Okay, so 3 divided by 8 into 100. I am just converting it into percentage. So it comes to 37.5. So this is 37.5%. Okay. So 37.5 is received by one son, 30% is received by another son. Total becomes 67.5, correct? So 100 minus 67.5. 100 minus 67.5. So this comes to 32.5. That means his remaining property is 32.5%. Correct? Remaining property is 32.5%. Okay? Now what they are saying in the question, then he distributed the remaining property among three charity in the proportion of 2:5:7. Okay, so this remaining property is divided in 3 share in the ratio 2:5:7. If the difference of the son's share was rupees 4,200, okay, the difference between the share is how much percentage? 30% and 37.5, that means 7.5%, right? And that is 4,000 rupees, 4,200. That means 7.5% is 4,200. What was the value of charity received? Okay. What is the value of the property and how much did the charity received? Fine. If 7.5% is 4,200, how much is 100? If 7.5% is 4,200, how much is 100? Because value of the property is 100%. Correct? So 4,200 multiplied by 100 divided by 7.5. 4,200 multiplied by 100 divided by 7.5. It comes to 56,000. That means value of the property is 56,000. Value of the property is 56,000. Okay, this comes to 56,000. Value of the property is 56,000. From out of 56,000, 32.5% is being distributed. So let's see how much is 32.5%. So 56,000 multiplied by 32.5%. It comes to 18,200. So 18,200 is distributed in the ratio 2:5:7. So 2 plus 5 plus 7. It comes to 14, correct? So 18,200 divided by 14 multiplied by 2. It comes to 2,600. 2,600. Okay. Now again 82,200 divided by 14 multiplied by 5. It comes to 6,500. Okay. Now 18,200 divided by 14 multiplied by 7. It comes to 9,100. So the amount of charity is 2,600, 6,500 and 9,100. And value of the property is 56,000. So this is the answer. Okay. So let's write this in words. In the exam you will not write like this. You can make this as a working note. Okay. I'll remove this. Okay. Fine. Now let the value of the property be X. One son got 3/8 share. That is 30%. No, that was 30%, correct? No, that was 37.5%. Okay. That is 37.5%. Okay. Another son got 30%. The difference is rupees 4,200. Therefore 7.5% is equal to 4,200. 4,200. 100% is equal to how much? So value of the property is equal to 4,200 multiplied by 100 divided by 7.5. So it came to rupees, it came around 56,000. Okay. Rupees 56,000. Okay. Next, remaining property is received by 3 charities in the ratio of 2:5:7. Remaining property is equal to 100% minus 37.5% minus 30%, which came to 32, no? 32.5. Yeah, 32.5, which is 32.5%. Okay, so 32.5% of rupees 56,000. Correct? So 56,000 into 32.5%, it was how much? 18,200, which is 18,200. and 18,200 was distributed in the ratio 2:5:7, 2:5:7, correct? So in the next line, distribute 18,200 in the ratio 2:5:7. Okay, so in the next line, this 18,500 is divided in the ratio 2:5:7. So this comes to 2,600, 6,500 and 9,100. 2,600, 6,500, 9,100. So just write a sentence. Therefore, each charity received, I don't have place here, so I'll write it here. Okay. Therefore, each charity received rupees 2,600, rupees 6,500 and rupees 9,100. Okay. Now let's solve the next question. It's like similar question, but I have made a small change. Okay. A man gave 3/8 of his property to one son and 30% of remainder, 30% of remaining, it should be remaining, okay, to another. He then distributed the remaining property among 3 charities in the proportion of 2:5:7 if the difference of his son, okay, then it is same. So in this question, what is happening? This man has distributed 3/8 to the first son. Okay, that 3/8 comes to 37.5%, we have already calculated, and the second one is receiving 30% of the remaining. How much is remaining after 3/8? How much is actually remaining? 5/8 is remaining, correct? So the second one is getting 30% of 5/8. Okay, so let's see how much is 30% of 5/8. Okay, so 5 divided by 8 into 30 divided by 100, it comes to 18, okay, 30%, so it comes to 18.75. okay, so when you convert it into percentage, it comes to 18.75. so what we'll do is, you will convert 5/8 into percentage. Okay, so 5 divided by 8 into 100, so which comes to 62.5%, correct? 5/8 is 62.5%, the remaining, okay, and 30% of 62.5, so into 30%, which comes to 18.75. so 30% of 5/8 is 18.75%. okay, so another one is getting 18.75%, 18.75%. so whatever is left is received by the charity. So what you will do, so just do 100 minus 37.5 minus 18.75. 100 minus 37.5 minus 18.75. So you get 43.75. 43.75%. So 43.75% is distributed between 3 charities in the ratio 2:5:7. And the difference of the son, now the difference of the son share is rupees 4,200. Let's see the percentage difference. 37.5 minus 18.75. So 37.5 minus 18.75. It comes to 18.75 only. Correct? It comes to 18.75. So if 18.75 is rupees 4,200, 100%, 100 is how much? If 18.75 is 4,200, 100 is how much? So 4,200 divided by 18.75. Sorry. 4,200 divided by 18.75 multiplied by 100. So it comes to 22,400. 22,400. So 22,400 is the value of the property. It is the total property. 22,400. Okay. And 43.75% is distributed among charity, right? So 22,400 into 43.75. 22,400 into 43.75%. It comes to 9,800. So 9,800 is distributed amongst 3 charities in the ratio 2:5:7. So 9,800 divided by 14 into 2. It comes to 1,400. Divide by 2, multiplied by 5. 3,500. And 4,900. Okay. So how much did each charity receive? 1,400, 3,500 and 4,900, and value of the property is 22,400. Okay. So let's remove this. There's space here. I'll write here only. Okay. How to write in the exam? So let the value of the property be X. First son's share is 3/8 of X. You can write in percentage also. Okay. Therefore, remaining property is equal to X minus 3/8X, which will come to 5/8. Correct? So 8x minus 3x upon 8 which comes to 5 by 8x is the remaining property. So remaining property is 5 by 8x. Okay. Second son's share is 30% of remainder, right? So 30% of remainder, which is 30% of 5 by 8x. So when you calculate 30% of 5 by 8x, what I'll do is I'll write, instead of writing 30%, I'll write 30 upon 100 into 5 by 8 into x. Zero, zero you can cut. Okay. 5 ones are 5 twos are. Okay, that's it. So 3 by 16x. I'm keeping it in fraction. Okay. Now the difference of his son's share is rupees 4,200. So one son got 3 by 8x and second son got 3 by 16x, correct? And the difference is 4,200. That means 3 by 8x minus 3 by 16x is equal to 4,200. Okay, because 3 by 8 is higher than 3 by 16, correct? So that's why I'm writing 3 by 8 first. Now cross multiply. So LCM is no, I think here the denominator is different. I want to make sure the denominator is same. So first part I will just multiply and divide by 2. Multiplied by 2, divide by 2. Okay. So in that case it will become 6x upon 16 minus 3x upon 16 is equal to 4,200. So 6x minus 3x upon 16 is equal to 4,200. 6x minus 3x is 3x upon 16 is equal to 4,200. Now x I'll keep it here. 4,200 multiplied by 16 divided by 3. It comes to 22,400. Okay. So therefore the value of the property is rupees 22,400. X is the value of the property, right? So therefore the value of the property, therefore the value of the property is equal to rupees 22,400. Next, first son's share. First son's share is equal to 22,400 into 3 by 8, which comes to rupees 8,400, and second son's share is 30% of remainder, but we calculated it is 3 by 16x. So 22,400 into 3 by 16. So it comes to rupees 4,200. No, not 4,200, sorry. Yeah, it should be 4,200 only. Correct. Rupees 4,200. Okay. This is second share. So property remaining for charity. Property for charity. What? Property for charity is equal to 22,400 minus 8,400 minus 4,200. So how much is remaining? Rupees 9,800 is remaining. Correct? So which is shared between three charities in the ratio 2:5:7. So share of first charity is equal to 9,800 into 2 divided by 14. Okay. Share of second charity is equal to 9,800 into 5 by 14, and share of third charity is equal to 9,800 into 7 by 14. Okay, so which comes to 1,400 rupees, 3,500 and rupees 4,900. Okay, let's see the next problem. A shopkeeper buys pen at rupees 8 and sells them at rupees 9.50. Find his percentage of profit. If he gives 4% discount to the buyers, find his percentage of profit again. Okay, fine. A shopkeeper buys at 8%, 8 rupees, right? So cost price is equal to rupees 8 and sells it at 9.5. So selling price is equal to rupees 9.50. That means profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So 9.50 minus 8, which is 1.50, is the profit. Correct? Find the percentage of profit. So percentage of profit is equal to profit upon cost price into 100. So 1.50 divided by 8 into 100. So 1.50 divided by 8 into 100. It comes to 18.75. 18.75%. Okay. Find the percent of profit if he gives 4% discount to the buyers. Okay. Now to the buyers, selling price is 9.5, correct, for the shopkeeper, correct, and if he is giving 4% discount, so selling price is equal to 9.50, discount is 4% of 9.50 into 4%, which comes to 9.50 into 4%. It comes to 0.38. So 0.38 is the discount. Okay, you subtract this. Now new selling price or discounted selling price is equal to 9.50 minus 0.38. It comes to 9.12. So 9.12 is the new selling price. Okay. Now new selling price is 9.12. Cost price is same. So new profit is 9.12 minus 8, which is 1.12. Correct? So percentage of profit, percentage of new profit is equal to 1.12 divided by 8 into 100. One 1.12 divided by 8 into 100, which comes to 14%. So 14% is the answer. Okay. So original percent on profit is 18.75%, and if there is a discount of 4%, then your profit percentage reduces, it becomes 14%. Okay, let's see the next problem. A shopkeeper made a profit of 15% on an article which he sold for rupees 2300. Find the actual price. You have to find the actual price. Let the cost be 100. If cost is 100, profit is 15%. That means selling price is 115, and 115 is rupees 2300. How much is 100? Very simple. So let the cost price be 100. Therefore profit is equal to 15. Therefore selling price is equal to 115. If 115 is equal to 2300, 100 is how much? So when you calculate this, so 2300 into 100 divided by 115, it comes to rupees 2000. So 2000 is the answer. So how do you write in the exam? Let cost be 100, therefore profit will be 15. Therefore selling price will be 115. In the next line, if 115 is 2300, then 100 is how much? In the next line, you will do cross multiplication. So 100 into 2300 divided by 115, which is equal to rupees 2000. Therefore cost price of an article is rupees 2000. Okay, let's see the next problem. X Limited sold cloths to a buyer at 25% trade discount and further allowed a cash discount of rupees 10. If they still made a profit of 35% on cost, determine the percentage increase in the catalog price over the actual cost of the production. Okay, let the catalog price be 100. Okay, now if catalog price is 100, so less trade discount 25%, so 25, correct? 25% of 100 is 25. I'll write it nicely. 25% of 100. Okay, so you get 75, which is your invoice price. Okay, and cash discount of 10%, so less cash discount, which is 10% of 75, correct? So 10% of 75 comes to 7.5. So now the selling price is 75 minus 7.5, it comes to 67.5. Okay, now cost price plus profit is selling price. That means selling price minus profit is cost price, correct? So minus profit, you will get cost price. Now I don't know the cost price, I don't know the selling price also. Okay, no, I know the selling price, I don't know the profit and the cost price. Fine. If they still made a profit of 35% on cost, determine the percentage increase in the catalog price. Okay, now if my cost price is 100, okay, then profit is 35. If cost price is 100, if cost price is 100, profit would be 35, because you are making 35% profit on cost price. That makes my sales or my selling price becomes 135, correct? And my 135 is my 67.5. Selling price is 67.5. Okay, so 135 is 67.5. So 100 is how much, which is my cost price. So when I do this, or I can also do profit is how much. Okay, so for cost price I can say, so cost price is equal to 100 into 67.5 divided by 135. Okay, so just calculate 67.5 divided by 135 multiplied by 100, it comes to 50. So my cost price is 50. So my cost price is 50. That means my profit will become 17.5, the balancing figure, or you can calculate it. Correct? Now my profit is 17.5. Now they have asked the percentage increase in catalog price over actual cost. Determine the percentage increase in the catalog price over the actual cost of production. Okay. Now actual cost is 50, right? Catalog price is 100. So what is the percentage increase? So percentage increase in catalog price over actual cost. over actual cost. Actual cost, you have to keep it as your base. Okay, so catalog price is equal to 100. Correct? My catalog price is 100. My catalog price is 100. Correct? Catalog price is equal to 100. Cost price is equal to 50. So increase is 50. The difference is 50. Or I can write increase is equal to 50, or I can write difference is equal to 50. Okay. Now cost price is 50, increase is also 50. That means there is 100% increase. Correct? Because actual cost, you will keep that as base, right? So when cost price is 50, increase over catalog price is 50. Therefore percentage increase is equal to increase upon cost price into 100. So increase is 50, cost price is 50 into 100, which comes to 100%. Next, a marked price of two types of refrigerators are rupees 8,000 and 10,500 respectively. Okay. The profit margin for shopkeeper on these types are 10% and 8% on the marked price respectively. Which of the two types should the shopkeeper recommend to the buyer so that his profit would be more? Okay, let's see where the profit is more. Okay, there are two refrigerators, A and B. So profit on A refrigerator. Profit on A. Now see, the marked price is 8,000 and 10,500. For A it is 8,000, for B it is 10,500, and for A profit is 10% and for B profit is 8%. On marked price respectively, which of the two types should the shopkeeper recommend to the buyer so that she wants to make more profit? Okay, so 8,000 into 10% comes to 800. So profit is 800 on one refrigerator, and 10,500 into 8%, 10,500 into 8%, it comes to 840. So 840. So which one is more? 840 is more. You will get 8. So for the shopkeeper, B type of refrigerator gives more profit. So he will recommend B type of refrigerator so that he makes more profit. Correct? So let's write profit on A refrigerator, type A refrigerator. Profit on type A refrigerator is equal to 8,000 into 10%, which is rupees 800. Next line. Profit on type B refrigerator $10,500 into 8%, which comes to rupees 840. Since profit on type B refrigerator is more, it is to be recommended. Okay, let's see the next question. On a commodity, a retailer receives a discount of 20% on his market price. If he sells the commodity at the market price, find his percentage of profit. Okay. Now suppose the retailer receives a discount of 20% on his market price. Now market price is, let the market price be 100, then discount is 20%, that means 20. So for him the cost price becomes 80 because he is buying for 80. Market price is 100 minus discount 20%, so 20. So for him cost price, he is buying for 80 rupees. Okay. If he sells the commodity at the market price, so if he sells for 100, like selling price is equal to 100, find the percentage of the profit. Okay, so difference is 20, right? So profit percentage will be 20 upon 80 into 100, which comes to 25%, right? So how you will write in the exam? Let us assume marked price as 100. Price paid by retailer is equal to rupees 80. How you got this? 100 minus 20, correct? 100 minus 20%. Okay. Therefore, mark price 100, profit made by retailer is equal to, and selling price, mark price is equal to selling price. Marked price is equal to selling price. Therefore, profit made by him is equal to selling price minus cost price, which is 100 minus 80, which is 20. Okay. Therefore, percentage of profit is equal to profit upon cost into 100, which is 20 upon 80 into 100, which is 25%. Let's see the next problem. A retailer buys a product at 20% trade discount on a catalog price of rupees 500. He sells it at the catalog price. What is the profit made by him? What is the percentage of profit made by the retailer? Okay. Let's see profit made by him and the percentage of profit made by him. Okay. A retailer buys a product at 20% trade discount and the catalog price is 500. So catalog price is rupees 500 less trade discount. Trade discount is 20%. So 20% of 500 comes to 100. So that means invoice price or cost to the retailer is 400. This is the invoice price, correct? Instead of invoice price, you can write cost to the retailer because this is the cost price for him. So instead of writing invoice price, I'll write cost to the retailer would be the better. Cost to the retailer because he bought for 400. A retailer buys a product at 20% trade discount. Catalog price was 500. Okay, if he sells it at the catalog price, that means sales price. So price at which he sells rupees 500. Therefore, profit made by him. Selling price minus cost price, which is 500 minus 400, which is rupees 100. So profit made by him is rupees 100. Percentage of profit. So percentage of profit is equal to profit upon cost into 100. So 100 upon 400 into 100, which comes to 25%. Next question. A retailer buys bulb at the rate of rupees 8 per bulb. He desires to fix the market price in such a way that when he gives 10% discount on the marked price, he earns 35% profit. What should be the marked price? Okay. Now a retailer buys a bulb at the rate of 8 per bulb. That is, cost price is 8 rupees. He desires to fix marked price in such a way that when he gives 10% discount on the marked price, okay, he earns 35% profit. Okay. Now cost price is rupees 8, correct, and he wants to make 35% profit. So cost price for him is rupees 8. Profit is 35% of rupees 8. So which comes to 8. Profit is equal to 35% of 8. So 8 into 35 upon 100. So this comes to 8 into 35%. It comes to 2.8. So profit is 2.8. So selling price, now selling price is equal to 10.8, correct? 8 plus 2.8 is 10.8. This is the selling price. Okay. Marked price in such a way that when he gives 10% discount on marked price, he earns 35% profit. Okay. Now you have to decide marked price. Marked price, suppose marked price is 100 less discount will be 10, because discount is 10%, which makes selling price 90. So if selling price is 10.8, how much is the marked price? Please calculate this. So cross multiply 100 into 10.8 divide by 90. It comes to rupees 12. Therefore, marked price is rupees 12. A shopkeeper made a profit of 15% on the article which he sold for rupees 2300. On another article which he sold for rupees 1501, he incurred a loss of 5%. Find his net profit. Also find his percentage of profit. Okay. Now shopkeeper, on the first article he made profit of 15%. That means if the cost price is 100, profit will be 15, correct? So selling price becomes 115. If selling price is 2300, how much will be the cost price and how much will be the profit? So 2300 divided by 115 multiplied by 100, you will get 2000. Okay, and profit will be 300. Similarly, for the next article, cost price is suppose 100, loss is given as 5%, so 5 rupees. So selling price will be 95 and selling price is given as 1501. If selling price is 1501, what is the cost price? Let's say check. 1501 divided by 95 into 100, which is 1580. So 1580, that means loss will be 79 rupees. Okay. Okay, so loss will be 79. Okay, now find the net profit. Net profit means total profit. Total profit is 300 minus 79, because 79 is loss, no? So net profit will be 300 minus 79, right? So your loss will be 300 is the profit, 79 is the loss. So your actual profit, overall profit comes to rupees 2201. Also find the percentage of profit. So percentage of profit. Okay. How much is the total cost? Total cost comes to 2000 plus 1580, which is 3580. Profit is 221. So percentage of profit will be 2201 divided by 3580 multiplied by 100. Okay, so 2201 divided by 3000, what was the amount? 3580 divided by 3580 into 100, it comes to 16.17%, 6.17%. So profit comes to 6.17%. Right? Okay. So how we will write in the exam? This is not the way to write in the exam, right? So first article cost is 100, profit is 15, sales is 115. Therefore cost is equal to, and sales is 2300, cost is how much? Okay, so therefore cost is equal to 2300 divided by 115 multiplied by 100, cross multiplication, which comes to rupees 2000. And also profit is how much? So therefore profit is equal to 2300 divided by 115 multiplied by 15. So you will get rupees 300. Or you can do 2300 minus 2000, which is 300. You can do like that also. And this is for the first article. Now second article. Second article, cost is 100, there is a loss is 5, so sales is 95. If sales is given as 1501, cost is how much? So therefore cost is equal to 1501 multiplied by 100 divided by 95. It comes to 1580, correct? It comes to 1580. Okay, so loss is equal to cost minus selling price, which is 1580 minus 1501, which comes to 79. Okay. Now net profit is asked. Net profit is equal to total sales minus total cost. Total sale is 2300 plus 2300 plus 1501 and minus total cost. Total cost is 2000 plus 1580. Okay, so which makes this 3801 minus 3580. It comes to, we have already calculated, right? It comes to 221. Okay. Now percentage of profit. Percentage of profit is equal to net profit upon total cost into 100. Net profit is 221 divided by total cost is 3580 multiplied by 100, which comes to 6.17%. Okay, That's it for the day, students. Thank you very much. Have a great day.